прибыли обратно в полицейский участок.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation.
А,
Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
10-4.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it. RoboCop, is that
Ладно,
you?
давайте со светом
I can't
разберемся.
see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
Так что тут и темно.
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
Парковочка. А вот и мини-игра. Так. Так, я понял. Так, так, так. Но он один фиг потухнет. Кстати. Карлай 176. Говно вопрос. Погнали. Чем перезарядился? Неизвестно. Хватит. Вот так вот. Подожди, а где наша... Может, подожди, это... Ладно, допустим. А где наша, которая одиночными патронами стрелять? Семьдесят 3-1, да? 86. Кровавый спецэффектов снижает разброс, повышает точность. Ладно. Пусть будет лучше точность.
Oh, that's Detroit shining beacon of hope.
Спасибо.
So it wasn't.
I'm ready for you, Robo.
Going to build a brand new city.
I'm afraid not.
All right.
Looks like
Let's
a
see what's cooking under the hood.
Hell to cities.
Once I'm done,
Hope that we have.
Hey,
По идее, по идее. Надо было арестовать и секреты банка выяснить. Ладно, ну и хрен с ним. По идее. Ну, будете проходить,
Hello, RoboCop.
будете знать. Здравствуйте.
Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity.
Переигрывать
How
не
do you
будем
feel
уже.
about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you. That's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
My programming does not allow for family life.
No. I guess that was never the intention. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful, especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
Погнали дальше.
I've got plenty to think about for now.
Хорошо. Тун-турун, тун-турун. Кстати, подписываемся, если контент нравится, хоть как-то. Это не последняя игра, которую мы проходим все-таки. Лайки ставим обязательно. О, ну, видим, если что-то по пути. Что там?
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? Oh, you're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
Что такое, блин?
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Не
Don't worry,
стоит.
I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
Звучит
That
не
did
весело.
not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
Знаешь, как бы, среди крыс будешь крысой. Так что вы сами его
All right.
Байтите.
The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Ну пойдемте, пойдемте.
RoboCop, over here. You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
Конечно же, мы его будем поддерживать, потому что...
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume. The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor. I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city. And without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does.
Ну, корпорация, чего вы хотели?
Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself.
Hey,
I tell him all about how the OCP is fucking.
Чё ты хотел?
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
До свидания. Пропускаем. Почему пропускаем? Потому что она, эта анимация, так сказать, ну, доставочка, она одна и та же всегда. Если хотите увидеть, что за доставочка, она в первом ролике. Икс. Да, ё-моё, нам наверх.
Hey you. The old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Сам-то дефектный. Нормальный я, нормальный.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now.
Так это развалина. Что-то слишком на самом деле тихо, надо еще погромче сделать. Давайте хотя бы еще на 10% применить. А чё так тихо? Вот так вот, голоса. Ну-ка, если вот так сделать.
Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all
Да, вот этот я
city
помню
improvement
выбирал.
plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, the old and frail will be replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you...
Давайте все-таки на соточку сделаем голос. Это вообще какой-то кошмар. Музыка нафиг нам не нужна. Ну, игра сама по себе очень тихая.
You, what that's like. It really makes me wonder. Has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The enhancements allow me to excel in fulfilling my duty.
Not only your actions, but your words confirm that you're an exemplary police officer. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, how are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like
По-моему, это универсальный ответ, да?
I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
Помочь, конечно. Вообще по лору, естественно, первое.
My partner has been severely wounded and is being treated at Gibson Memorial Hospital.
I'll make sure she gets the best care there is.
Thank you.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them.
Да тут, блин, легкий ремонт сделай,
Take care
да и
of
все.
yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
А теперь супергеройское приземление.
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
О. Так, что у нас по заданиям? Служить и защищать.
Hey, Murphy, are you done with the old man's tea party? Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the biker's lead. Spike is still out there.
OCP wants to raise towers of glass and steel? Go ahead. Just not where we live.
Блин, жалко, вот такой режим нельзя на постоянку включить. Блин, классно смотрится. И чё это мы тут покуриваем?
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
I will not issue a ticket. But remember, take care of your surroundings, or your surroundings will take care of you.
Is that a threat?
Это предупреждение, дебил.
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs, if you catch my drift. Over and out.
Закрутил.
So much for my field training.
Закрутил. Полевая работа, кстати, прикольное
Officer
задание.
Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk. Together with a clear...
Blah, 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 blah. Так, карта.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened
Пропала
is...
кошка,
When
по-моему.
responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Это хорошо, что котика зовут не Пожар.
Has that name for a reason. He really
Так, здесь
brings
ничего нету?
fortune.
А,
So
есть,
don't you
да?
come
Turn
back
your
without it.
flashlight on.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it
Так.
from a different book?
No, from experience.
Можно, конечно, сразу пойти к этим доскам, но нам пора этот... Ну, нам этот надо будет, чтобы он сам взломал. Ай, давай быстрее.
Clear.
В лицо только не свети, пожалуйста. Как минимум некрасиво.
Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Да, давай.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Красавчик.
I didn't know I had so much strength in me.
You will never know until you try.
What was that?
Вот нам сюда.
Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh! I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Давай.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it!
Иди, открой мне дверь.
It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you.
Давно пора. Тут пусто. Тут пусто. Ну, она там сидит.
What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. Where are you hiding?
В кафтике. Открывай.
There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
Давай с дробовичка походим. Уроды. Так, пулевое.
Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are headed your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most advantageous location.
Got it.
Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Glad to hear that, sir.
Cut my fucking hand off! Bastard shot me! Take my fucking hand off!
Чё ты разорался-то, чайник? Крутой дробовик, но патронов маловато.
I don't think I can hold him off for much longer, sir. We're in
Бак.
nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns. Fuck! He got me. Ah!
What is your status?
I'm hit.
Remain calm. I am here.
Ну ты хорош.
That was tense. I need a breather.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
Пока разберись. Кстати, такой баг даже бывает, встречается на последней версии. Так, хорошо.
Did some idiot confuse the courthouse with a bank again?
No.
Бакуган. Бакуган это хорошо. Служить, защищать.
To defend himself, but
Что это за задание? Домашний... А, домашний террорист. Все, вспомнил. Погнали. Здесь будут ловушки. Кстати, единственные в игре. По-моему. Что-то я не помню точно. Так, что у нас тут? На этом уровне... Здесь что у нас просто... Да? Какая тебе разница? Ой, как же Америка тут в сраче, в этой альтернативной вселенной. Тук-тук-тук сразу, блин, пушим. Обезвреживание завершено. Так. За стикер, ага. Хорошо, взять, о, платка. Платочка, платка. Ауто 9. Заменить. Что у нас? Ага. Давайте посмотрим. Эту куда можно воткнуть? Угу. Эту... Давайте на Бонни пробитие. Уф, как я сказал, конечно. Так. Вместимость или перезарядка? Давайте на вместимость. Ну, это прям очевидно сюда. Угу. Так, это... Это. Давай, точность будет. Уже не подходит. Вот это можно сюда воткнуть. Сюда. Сюда. Блин, никуда не воткнешь, что. Стоямба. Давайте сюда переставим. Так, хорошо. У нас осталось 2. И нам вверх-вниз надо, и вверх... Вверх и вниз ближайшее. Это сюда. Угу. И чисто вверх нам нужно. Хотя бы как-то. Но без низа. Вот это подойдет хорошо. И что у нас? Урон оружия 93. Скорость перезарядки, разброс при стрельбе, вместимость магазина. Фигня. Что у нас тут? Плохо все. Какая у нас была? Я уже забыл. Вот это, да, по-моему? Это самое пока топовое. Хорошо. Пицца. Не относится к делу. Ух, электронные платы. Туалет с ванной. Компактненько. Подожди. Ловушек никаких нет. Счет за аренду. Серверная.
So OCP is ordering you to break into the apartment of a reporter they don't like? Any comment before I write a story on that?
I am here to investigate domestic terrorism.
OCP sent you to my safe house because they want to know what I have on them after the bank incident.
I assume there is more if you cannot store everything here. I found a rental bill for a locker in a storage facility.
Make up your mind. First you let me go at the bank, and now, when I'm actually starting to figure out what the OCP scam is all about, you show up and ruin this. Do you want to help OCP avoid liability?
Your evidence is invalid if you obtained it illegally.
I don't collect it for the court. I won't win against OCP there. It turns out I was right. That thing that OCP plans to do with charging residents of Old Detroit with additional costs, it is a loophole. It will lead to the illegal expulsion of thousands of people if you help OCP silence me.
Explain.
Not so fast. I need to be able to trust you first. At the bank, you proved that you are more than just a tool programmed to obey OCP, but now, the stakes are higher.
What is it that you expect?
Since you're here, I fully expect someone from OCP to go and check my locker. I need to protect what's inside, but there's a meeting I need to keep an eye on. Too much depends on it.
I will not be involved in the smuggling of contraband.
Там ее
There's
личные вещи.
nothing illegal about my request. I need only one box from there. The one with the inscription Bakery on the corner. The rest you can leave to OCP to pick up. I needed to spring clean my out-of-date documents anyway. Call me once you secure the box.
Пойдемте. Я что-то уже я уже забыл. Я говорил, да, то, что я обновил видеокарту на 3060 Ti. Сейчас я прохожу. Вообще, когда первый раз я проходил, у меня было 1080 обычная. Ее, в принципе, хватало, но немножко было хуже. Так, отправиться в складское помещение. А, я понял. Так, давай служить и защищать сходим.
I'm telling you, she was looking straight at me, like I was the only man.
По пути.
I know. She's the reason I blew my paycheck.
Ну, давай, поднимайся. Он там мусором, по-моему, кидается. Что-то уже подзабыл. Да.
Littering is against the law.
It's an act of revenge. I was loyal and she betrayed me.
Trouble in a relationship is no excuse for littering.
What? I mean my boss. She fired me after all these years, so I'm spreading confidential papers. Let everyone know the fraud her company is up to.
You can go, but remember, revenge results from weakness. Forgiveness requires strength.
Yeah, sure. Have it your way.
Так, хорошо. Давайте еще сходим вот сюда. Да нет, я хочу просто метку кинуть. Так, что там? Ножки? Споласкиваем, да, в общественном месте?
Entering the fountain is strictly prohibited.
But I'm not even fully in, just my feet.
You are free to go, but no one steps into the same fountain twice without a ticket.
I think I got it.
Can I toss a coin into the fountain?
Waste of money, honey. Someone will steal it before you make a wish.
Да. Запрещено. Лучики, лучики.
You're late.
Sorry, I had to take a bus. Freaking OCP robots destroyed my car during that bank robbery.
Are you like me? Are you a true environmental?
Man,
Так.
it's RoboCop.
So what? We're just sitting here enjoying the moment, nothing suspicious. Right, officer?
Shouldn't we give the...
Ага.
Are you lost, officer? I can show you.
Так, это где они вот здесь, да, копаются? Давайте-ка сначала пройдемся. Пособираем. Улики. Немножечко. Опа, краденая картина, да, по-моему? Может, не краденая. Блин, ладно.
Trouble with the lock.
Seems that I forgot the key, but,
You will tell your story at the station.
Are you sure you have enough seats in your car to take us all?
Ты уверен? На уверенностях? Да ну.
If you do not come quietly, I will not need any.
Look out! Don't just stand there!
Так. Где мы еще не были? Не, блин, на уверенных щах меня хотели раздамажить. Я тут сейчас все здесь задамажу. Как в одном из мемных роликов про танки, блин. Ну, напоминаю, что за мем. У меня, говорит, из 7 украли. Так, ладно. Ну, тут еще и щиток есть. Ну, у меня уже поджидают тут. Ну, мы, конечно же, не отдадим. Здравствуйте.
Well, well, well. Looks like Mr. Becker was right. You're up to something behind his back. These things are supposed to go to Mr. Becker, I reckon.
What will interest Becker is in locker number 17. The contents of this box are none of OCP's concern.
I'll have to tell Mr. Becker that you have not given us all the material.
I assure you that it will end up worse for you than for me.
Вот именно. Так что они ничего не скажут. Ну, вот по этим меткам можно даже не ходить. Это бессмысленно. Потому что мы уже все собрали. Может быть, новая версия, которая у меня плохо работает.
So I'm guessing you have my stuff. Did OCP arrive at the party?
They tracked my location.
Because they trust you so much. Speaking of which, the box. What if I lied about it? Did you ever think of that? There may be a bomb inside or the head of my sworn enemy. Do you want to know what's inside?
If there is evidence of a crime, I would like to know it.
Police officer, first and foremost. In the box are my personal belongings. Letters, memorabilia, things that actually matter to me. When you become too tough to hit directly, the scum will try to get to you through your loved ones.
I understand.
So we have even more in common. Once OCP takes care of my old documents, I'll have the space to deal with the Delta City issue and help the people of Old Detroit. You've helped them already, though. Thank you. Ronnie's Grocery. Leave the box there.
Угу. Ну, тут недалеко. Буквально через дорогу.
What do you mean, $1? It's $23.50.
I have Samantha's belongings.
Yes, I'm glad you're helping her. Without that girl, OCP would put us all in the street. Still might. They did a number on a lot of families, hers included. Samantha's mother took it worst. But that's not a story for me to tell. Anyway, leave the box in the back, next to the cat food. She's supposed to pick up everything tomorrow.
Да, конечно, мимика очень круто сделана. Так, допросить огурчика и служить и защищать.
I hate the day shift.
Меньше зарабатываешь, да? Бывает, бывает. Ну, давайте посмотрим. Конечно же, тут ничего нет.
Is that true?
Здорово, бандит.
Mary has to close a restaurant.
2 words. Delta City. They say we're in a record-breaking recession, but people are throwing away things that still work.
I said no. Just leave me alone.
Oh, come on. I bet you haven't ridden such a beast before.
Отвали от нее.
Perhaps you have a hearing problem. The lady said no.
You're right. That is what she said, officer. I've got to check my hearing aid.
Thank you, Robo. That guy was giving me the creeps.
Вандализм.
You are committing an act of vandalism.
Yeah, did the guy from the poster send you?
Compliance with the law has no political affiliation. I will not issue a ticket at this time, but remember, dreams are difficult to build and easy to destroy.
You know nothing about politics, but thanks anyway.
Да, конечно, камера оставляет желать лучшего. Ну, может быть, в последней новой версии с этим полегче. У тебя, блин, офигенная куртка.
Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
Has working with the police not made you change your ways?
I need to keep up appearances. Otherwise, I wouldn't be much use as an informer, now would I? Nah, tell me. What's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
Обязательно сходим.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go.
Ой, кстати, это правда.
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Короче, пойдемте сразу. То он сейчас будет полгода идти.